The moral of this story is if you let someone who you know has stupid opinions, acts like a jerk to your friends, and has just a ridiculous negative effect on you, and you give them like a prominent place in your mind and make their opinions matter, you're just gonna lose your head. I'm not saying cut them all the way out of your life. What I am saying is stop letting their opinions matter. Instead, use them for entertainment purposes. Am I a piece for saying that? Probably. But that's never stopped me before, so it's not gonna stop me now.
Just when we thought the biggest story about Creepshow art we were going to hear this week was the fact that her orange and black hair was a total knockoff from a hairstyle that Emily Artful had back in 2015. And then we all got a big surprise when Creepshow Art's Sibling opened up their Twitter and they did an Ask Me Anything. And they started off the tweets with, "Hey folks, I am indeed Creepshow Art's Sibling. I'm aware that she has doxed me on lolcow when I was first hospitalized in March. I have no doubt that Shannon was the one who doxed me. I don't think I have anything new to contribute to this mess, besides solidarity with those who have been harassed and abused by Shannon Anthony. I will only be public for today, and likely will not allow folks I don't know to keep following me, but I'm here if folks have questions." What made you decide to go public today for this Twitter Ask Me Anything? Been getting lots of follow requests and messages for the last 2 weeks. Wanted to do this as a way to speak on stuff in a way that feels accessible to me and then be done with it. Another ask, "Hey, I'll delete my comment if you need me to, but did you see the screenshots of Shannon's accusations to you? I won't go into detail about what she allegedly wrote about you, but it's... Again, please let me know if you'd like to not know about this or if you'd like me to tag you." Jim responds, "I might have seen them already if they are the posts from Reddit or the YouTube she made about Orange. I am well aware of those comments." To which they respond, "Yes, it was the one from Reddit. Just wanted to make sure you knew about that since you're now publicly saying you're the sibling. Just in case fans started being weird. I can't imagine how you're feeling right now. I'm sending well wishes your way." Another ask, "Not sure if you'd like to answer this, but in regards to the Reddit post, can you corroborate on your relationship with whom Shannon said was your dead brother? Some say that it could be a sibling-like relationship instead." And Jim responds, "Bobby was our cousin who lived with us for some time growing up. He was very much like a brother to us. From what I recall, Shannon began referring to him as a brother after he passed. That part of her Reddit post is based in real loss, at least from my perspective. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to ask questions. Did Shannon ever display any ongoing obsessive or jealous behavior to anyone before Emily Artful? You don't have to answer if someone asked this already. Trying to keep up. To be honest, Shannon and I weren't close until I was about 17, 18, so I am not sure, but I don't think there is much technology around for things to have escalated to the point that they did with Shannon's abuse to Emily. I hope this isn't too personal, but was Shannon aware that you were using they/them pronouns when she leaked your Twitter on lolcow?" Yes, she was. She replied to me on Instagram stories when I complained about being misgendered in 2019. And it appears to me the part in the gray may be part of another conversation, but the screenshot does show where Creepshow did ask, "Hey, how are you? I saw your post about misgendering and whatnot. Are you okay?" Thank you so much for your candor. Have you seen Shannon's video, A Stalker for 8 Years? Was there ever anyone stalking her since middle school that lived in Washington? Was there ever an Amy? Thank you so much. I know I don't know everything that went on in Shannon's life, especially when we were younger, but I don't think that there ever was an Amy. I agree with Emily's take on Amy entirely. Now this next one was a multi-part question that has multi-part tweet answers. So to start it off, the person asked, "What made Shannon like this, or was she always like this? Is there some truth to the Amy, the AOL friend story? She purposely hurt many people with exposed videos. Has she always used mutual hatred to bond with friends? As someone close to her, I'd love to hear your insight on what motivates people like her, who's so deep and interested into cancel culture. Feel free to ignore if I'm prying, but I've been trying to understand this woman for a long time, and since you've given the opportunity, I had to ask." 1. Oof. Big question that I think only a good therapist and Shannon can figure out. 2. I don't believe Amy exists at all. Amy was never mentioned before when Shannon and I were close. If she did exist, Shannon never told me about a stalker of hers who was obsessed with me. And 3, I know Shannon and I did bond over mutual hatred when we were close. Speaking for myself, I know we weren't allowed to be our full selves growing up. So when we did express any sort of emotion, opinion that didn't align with familial expectations, it felt like freedom. They finish up those series of questions with, I don't know what motivates Shannon though, and I know we definitely had different experiences of our childhood. So that's why I explain how it felt to me. Shannon's public interest in holding folks accountable obviously does not align with her private and anonymous actions. Then it wouldn't be dirt on Creepshow without Katie Joy trying to get in on it. Here she says, I noticed that she publicly calls people out, but then has friends that are opposite to those beliefs. Is she playing a role on YouTube? Is she racist, homophobic, ableist, etc. in real life? Since Creepshow's sibling has indicated they intend to lock their Twitter back down after this, I wanted to document some of the questions answered in the thread. I'll also link the thread below for as long as it stays public. To sum up what we saw here, the sibling does not believe that Amy exists. They do believe Emily artful, and they are unsure why Creepshow is the way Creepshow is. Hey, thanks for joining us as we try to start something new over here at Righteous Verse. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.